Hello, friends. Welcome back. I am working on my next cute animal. A couple weeks ago, I did this fox. A couple days ago, I did this fox. Yesterday, finished it. And today, I'm doing an owl. An owl in a top hat, uh, reading a big book with a pencil in his hand. So maybe here in the near future, I'm going to run a little competition or, to get you guys to come up with names for these characters. I'd like to do a name for this book, but it'll be too late by then. So at the moment, I'm calling it Who's Who. Who's apostrophe Who's Who.
What about
Who's Who. And then down the side, of course, down the spine. I need a date, 1963. Who's Who. I don't know why I picked 1963. Because this owl, he's an old guy, an old soul, maybe. So I discovered with my very first, discovered a couple technical things, and one of the things I realized too is that the most important step of this process is the pencil sketch stage. And again, for those of you who are not my normal followers, I want to say hi, my name's Dan Nelson. I'm a full-time artist. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been an artist for a long time. In the last 14, 15 years, I've been focused pretty much on fine art, oil paintings that hang in galleries. And hanging in galleries is the easy part. Getting them sold out from the galleries, there's the rub. So, I'm looking for a way to create some income, residual income. So I'm not in a one painting, one check kind of existence. And so a couple weeks ago, I started toying with different ideas of print reproduction art, prints that I could possibly sell online, either as downloadable files or literally selling paper prints or possibly framed and so forth. Anyway, so as I said, my first guess was like, well, people like animals, so I did this fox. And while I was on foxes, I said, well, maybe. So this is obviously quite a bit more involved in it. My problem is there's too many people doing this already. Not many people doing that. A lot of people doing animals in clothing, but not usually to this degree of refinement. So I'm going to pursue that, and I welcome your feedback. The question is, would people in general be interested or willing to pay for such things, either as a digital download or as a print? So, but I feel like my first assignment is to create enough of them, a body of work. By the way, if you're an artist, let me tell you that this term I just used, body of work, is a pretty universal expression. That is to say, if you're a starting out artist, how do you know how much to charge for your work, right? You ever wondered that? If you're a beginner artist, how much do you charge? How do you start selling your work? Well, one of the main answers to that question is, if you do one painting, let's say you do one landscape or one abstract painting or one cute puppy portrait or whatever, the answer, the question, how much is this painting worth, has no realistic answer. It's not until you get a body of work, in other words, till you have 10 landscapes, or at least 7 or 6 landscapes, or 6 cute puppies, or something, that anybody can begin to put an appraised value on it at all. So your job as an artist is to produce not a single one-off piece, but to produce a series so that people can look at your body of work and, first of all, they get the feeling, oh, okay, this is something this person is working on. This is not just a freak accident that this person produced this one perhaps nice image. People have to feel like that what they're looking at is a part of someone's flow of somebody's life, not just a silly thing they did one Saturday afternoon when they didn't have anything better to do. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm accompanied this afternoon, in case you can't tell, by 3 grandchildren in my office. What is it, Tali? Oh, does it need to be sharpened? Does it need to be sharpened? Maybe Izzy can sharpen it for you. Izzy, are you getting good at sharpening things yet? So when I do the final, I'm going to look very carefully at these references that I got offline. And I actually printed off a reference of a top hat. And I also printed off some oak branches. And I did these branches first without doing any looking online. So I'm going to erase what I did early on. And I know I've got a good eraser around here somewhere. Well, I've got a whole bunch of good erasers. I didn't mean that. The needed eraser is about as good as you can get, but happy is the artist who has an assortment of erasers, because they tend to behave slightly differently. And in fact, if you want to get a particular graphite image off your paper, it often helps to have 2 different kinds of erasers at hand, because they will each get different marks off. Whew, okay, I digress. Now, let's do some painting of branches. I think it would be more interesting if this branch, instead of going up beside the owl, went behind the owl at an angle, and then this branch comes down this way. I hope you agree. Thanks, Izzy. Yeah, in case I need that, sure. And for some reason, I was drawn to these dead branches. I'm not sure. I think it's because they have a lot of character. They have a lot of interesting texture on them. So I think that makes them a little bit more interesting. But if they're dead, they can't have leaves growing off them, so I'm rather stuck. Okay, I'm going to sign off with you guys in just a few minutes. I'll let you know I'll tell you where I'm going, though. First of all, next episode will probably be on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dan the Art Man. And I'm just about done with this. I'm going to blow this up larger, because for the final illustration, I want it to be slightly bigger than this. Can you do it? There you go. We have a regular art fair going on up here in my studio. Lots of people making art. We have a regular art fair going on up here in my studio. Yeah, it's like out in the. It's not. Okay, just a minute. I'll be done here in just a minute and I can help you better. Just a couple leaves. Oak leaves. Okay, something like that. And I'm going to depart from you. Thanks for watching. I will be back in a little while.